Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Thursday, August 24th, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin was up 0.5% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 4208, a high of 4217, and a low of 4100. Segwit was activated last night. As you know, we had a live show on the World Crypto Network. It was lots of fun. We had the Lightning team join us, as well as a developer of the new Lightning Zap wallet. We had Charlie Shrem, Charlie Lee, Trace Meyer, all the World Crypto Network crew. It was just a great time. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Crypto Graffiti, everybody was there. You can check it out on the World Crypto Network. Our top story today: cash is useless in Venezuela thanks to hyperinflation. So people are turning to Bitcoin. It may be a month-old article, but CNBC has decided to hype it to the moon. Although people are responding on Twitter saying that many Venezuelans might be an overstatement, and they are in Venezuela, it is an exciting news to say that when your country experiences hyperinflation, you used to have no options, but now you do have one option, the option of Bitcoin. Middle America is crazy in love with Bitcoin. This guy bought a pool. That's right, he bought a pool with Bitcoin. It's really exciting to see, quote unquote, normal people, as the article says, investing in Bitcoin. Welcome aboard. Bitcoin price might exceed $1 million. And the old antidote: there are more millionaires in this world than Bitcoins. Every millionaire in this world cannot own a Bitcoin if they wanted to. It's pretty magical to own even just one. And finally, we have the no 2x action of the day. I've created a list of the companies that are supporting the 2x hard fork and the companies that have stopped supporting the 2x hard fork. If you'd like to support our no 2x action, change your Twitter handle to no 2x and use the hashtag no 2x to express your thoughts and develop memes. For more on Bitcoin scaling, which is certainly an exciting field with a Segwit activation last night, we're joined by Jimmy Song. How's it going, Jimmy?
I think my voice is gone from yesterday. That live, oh man, I don't know how you guys do it. That was like 3 hours of hosting. It was obviously really exciting, and I enjoyed the whole thing. But my voice this morning, man, it was gone. A few things. Bitcoin Cash has a ton of hash power right now. It did become more profitable because of 5 difficulty adjustments downward using their emergency difficulty adjustment algorithm, which says that if you don't have more than if 6 blocks before was more than 12 hours ago, then you downward adjust 20%. 5 such blocks were done right around 481,879 or so. And basically BTC Top moved most of their hash power, it looks like, over, and they've been mining like crazy. BTC, Bitcoin.com, F2 pool. I don't think Antpool's quite joined in, but Antpool did join in, though it's not quite as much as everybody else. But yeah, there's just a flood of miners coming back. I imagine that at some point, some Bitcoin miner is going to make sure that there's at least 1 block mined every 2 hours on Bitcoin Cash after it slows down, in order to not have these major difficulty adjustments that cause these like floods of a flood of miners to come and just like mine 2016 blocks and then leave. But yeah, I mean, we talked about this on the show yesterday. Charlie Lee thinks that the halvening on Bitcoin Cash is going to happen a lot earlier as a result of games like this. I personally think that if you have a miner that's able to sort of slow down Bitcoin Cash for a while, that's more likely the case. But we'll see. Bitcoin obviously has Segwit, and Lightning Network stuff is on its way. We did talk to the Lightning Network team last night. Lightning LND 0.3 alpha is out. Zap wallet is open source, so you can go download it and try it. I think Lightning Network transactions are limited in how much Bitcoin they can store as of now. But as it gets more secure and more people are comfortable with it, I believe that that's going to be a bigger thing. Infrastructure obviously still needs to be built, and that's going to be a big story going forward for the next 3 months, especially since that will color the argument about the 2x hard fork. If there's a lot of Lightning and Segwit transactions, then that would indicate that people are sort of moving in that direction already, and that may obviate the need for a 2x hard fork. But so that's something very closely that you should be watching. I also had an article this morning why I was wrong on Segwit and big blocks. Please go take a look. It was a very personal article for me because I had to reflect and figure out what it was that I was really wrong on. But yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Jimmy, for that report. And we'd just like to ask everyone to give us a thumbs up and a share. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe down below. We're now joined by Tone Vase with a check of the current markets. How's it going, Tone?
Going good. Oh man, Jimmy, are you gonna like for one day force me to write a reflection article on what I've been wrong on? Because right now I don't want to write any of them. Like I'm still holding out. I'm gonna be right about Ethereum. I'm gonna be right about Bcash. I'm gonna be right about Dash. Like I'm not ready to reflect yet.
But yeah, go. I mean, you don't have to write it until much later, I think.
Yeah, I have to admit I've been wrong first. That's hard. That's really hard. Anyway, hey Thomas, thanks for the suggestion. Ironically, I dropped user activated soft fork -1 last night from my Twitter handle, and thank you for your movement today. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in right now, and we will start it off. So what do we say? No 2x.
Yep, just no 2x. Nice and
like that. All right, sweet. And there we go. Done. Let's see how many people we can get on this movement. And we'll be talking a lot about Segwit 2x over the next couple of months. And right now, I believe that people are very preoccupied with the Bcash nonsense that's still going on. People are still, celebrating Segwit. The more technologically inclined people are focused on Lightning, and the whole Segwit 2x is completely under the radar at the moment, but it won't be for long. And my price charts are actually reflecting that. Like I've been saying for weeks now, Bitcoin went bullish on a long-term weekly buy signal, for me anyway, right here at around 28.25. We are currently at 4,221, and we are doing well. I mean, we're at the high for the week, which is fine. The all-time high was just last week at 4,400. So we are once again 1% away from the all-time highs. My weekly chart is telling me that there will be 3 more weeks of upside, right? So right now, if today is the 24th, the week is going to end on the 27th. So if we extend from the August 27th is going to be Sunday. So now we're looking, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3. So around September 17th, I think is when people might actually start getting serious with this Segwit 2x stuff, at least begin. And potentially the arguments won't really start until October. And even the date for Segwit 2x is not yet certain because the hash rate is flip-flopping left and right. Jimmy and I were talking about this in the green room, I guess, before the show. And we'll be doing lots of podcasts on it in the near future. Even if I zoom out to the monthly charts, on a monthly charts, we're on a 6. So this is saying 3 more months of upside, but that last month could be very, very volatile. So more like 2 months of upside. So that means September and October, and November is going to be a roller coaster. The weekly is saying, oops, let me just go back to the weekly. The weekly is saying we got 3 more weeks, and then we could make another 9 count on the weekly, which matches us with the monthly count, perhaps. So all my charts are pointing to volatility around October, November, and I think Segwit 2x will be the brunt of that. The zoomed out eye look how bad can things get? Well, even if we go up to 5,000 or 6,000 from here, support is back at the 3,000 level. So if things start to get real ugly and the community starts to split, I mean, look, last time we fell 30%, not exactly 50%, but 30%. The next scenario was going to be down here at 1,200 for a 60% loss, and Bitcoin would have recovered from there. It really depends on how high we get, and we can fall back, 30% again, taking us to 3,000, or maybe we fall 50% to 3,000. It's really too early to tell, and we'll get to that. But the bird's eye view is getting extended, but you don't know when it's going to turn. The daily chart, which started last night when we did the podcast, is looking good. So probably later today or tomorrow, the daily chart could be on a buy signal, but I would wait until 4,400. I would wait until 4,400 is broken in order to really be bullish on the daily chart. And the hourly chart is just noise, other than the couple of moving averages crossing. I'll leave you guys with that on the price. And back to you, Thomas.
All right, Tone, thanks for that update. And just to remind everyone, on Twitter, we're using hashtag no2x, and we're changing our Twitter handles to no2x. We don't want a 2x hard fork. We don't want a third version of Bitcoin. We don't want more confusion. Thanks to everybody for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with more news in the morning, and then the Bitcoin group at 1 o'clock Pacific time in the afternoon. If it's your first time here, please subscribe down below. Give us a like and a share. YouTube promotes liked videos more than unliked videos. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.